welcome to the stage the cast of The Force Awakens, starting with Joonas Suotamo! And please welcome John Boyega! Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the cast of The Force Awakens. This is a rowdy crowd. We've had some, very subdued ones. It's a Sunday, everyone's hungover from the after party. But guess what? We got a rowdy bunch right here, don't we?
Yeah, sure. We're from the UK, right? We know how to turn up.
Yes. We've got a Londoner in the house.
Yeah.
Yes, and from Finland, Joonas.
Yes. Or should I say...
Thank you for translating. We do appreciate that. If I can ask you both, how has it been going here at QAQ Liverpool, meeting all of your adoring fans?
I've loved it. I only arrived yesterday night and then came here today and met all the wonderful fans, and it's been a wonderful day. I mean, thank you for coming. Thank you for letting me come to this wonderful city and meeting you all. Thank you.
Okay, fantastic meeting people, everyone from Liverpool, the UK in general, very honest. We had a great conversation. People have just been brilliant. It's been fun.
Yeah, there's such a nice, polite crowd, and rowdy, which we love.
Now,
Jonas, I have to tell you, you have some of your comrades here from Wednesday. What's that like being reunited? Does it feel so good?
Oh yeah, I haven't seen them first of all, but when I do, it's going to be fun because Louis and Georgie are here, and it was such a great time working with them and on Wednesday. I hope that you enjoyed the show.
Roll on season 3, we're ready for that one. Now, John, was there anybody here that you were reunited with or that you were excited to meet for the first time in terms of all of our star-studded roster that we have here?
No. Hear me out. I've been doing these cons for like a year, kind of reconnecting with the Star Wars community after being away for so long. So I got everybody. John, Mike, Tyson, everybody. So now I just want to meet the Walking Dead cast because I just started a TV show like a few weeks ago, and I'm already on season 9. So I just want to meet them. And I heard the music playing here in Liverpool, but I know there's no Walking Dead cast members here yet. But maybe next year I'll be back in those lines if you bring them.
What do you think? Should we have him back? Yeah! He's coming to Walking Dead panel.
Oh no, not as me. I mean, I'm just going to be queuing up with the rest of them. Just pretend you don't notice.
We'll put you in cosplay, no one will know.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Perfect. We have all of the Walking Dead cast here all the time, so it's very rare that they're not here.
I heard, so that's why I was kind of like, damn, I just need to say Coral.
No, we love to know that you love the shows that we all love as well. Do you guys have a comfort show other than Walking Dead? During COVID, people talked about a comfort show, or on your time off. What's a show that you could watch again and again?
Baldur's Gate 3.
Well, I do a combo because I go between playing Battlefront 2 and then between my Battlefront gamers here in Battlefront. You too, Jonas? Wow. See, that's why I liked you from the beginning. So I go between that and then I'd put on a Wednesday or Stranger Things or do it at the same time. Yeah.
Stranger Things coming up. What do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know, but all I know is that they're grown now.
They're 45.
They're big as hell. Oh, it's fantastic.
Well, to rein it back into Star Wars, because obviously Star Wars is just the biggest thing in the world. It spans generations, it spans the globe. I myself am a huge fan. I told them backstage, no notes needed, and of course I love The Force Awakens. But if I can ask you guys, what are your earliest memories of Star Wars? Very earliest memory.
My first memory of Star Wars was Luke Skywalker eating porridge, or some blue milk I hear it's called. And I thought it was porridge, because I loved porridge as a kid. And I thought, I'm just going to eat my porridge like Luke Skywalker. Although he never eats it. He just skims it with the spoon. So, I don't know. Maybe he didn't like it after all.
Got you eating your porridge.
Exactly.
I
imagined the rest.
Yeah. That's a good son, right?
Yeah.
And he said he loves porridge.
It did you well. I mean, you've grown up very tall and lovely.
I'm hearing that either that or my parents' genes.
Yeah, give me that.
But yeah,
We'll
one of those two.
What about you, John? Your earliest memories of anything, like, you know, from the films or with your friends playing it?
Well, it was over 5 months of auditioning to me. Were you in my last screen test?
I was.
That was you in the chewbacca suit.
You and Dev Patel.
Yes.
Going
yes.
head to head.
Yes.
JJ said, fight!
Yeah.
Then they fought.
Yeah, and I knocked him out.
I had to help John a little bit, but I had to.
Yeah. But that was amazing. The first time I met Joonas was on one of the final auditions, and they gave me a thin jacket to wear in the scene. And JJ said, I got a surprise for you. And Joonas, dressed as Chewbacca, walked out with R2-D2. And that was insane for me because I was like, okay, I might be getting closer to booking this thing. Yeah, it was great. It was brilliant.
Remember when they actually confirmed that you had booked the thing? How did it feel for you? Was it like surreal?
Time stopped. It had been a long time. But you kind of, when you're auditioning for something for that long, you get over the Star Warsy of it all, and now you're just trying to get to the job. But I remember JJ invited me to a restaurant, a very empty restaurant, in which he was sitting in the middle of it like Palpatine. And he sat me down and finally told me I got the part, and then Larry Kasdan walked out and said, "Kid, this is gonna change your life." And since then I was like, bruh, time really stopped. I didn't have enough money to get a taxi back home, so I had to go see my agent first to go, because he was nearby. Told him I got the part, he gave me £30, made it happen.
It's such a great story. That's a Comic-Con exclusive, right?
Yeah.
Wow. What about you, Joonas? What is the first reaction when you realized you got the part? You're going to be a part of the Star Wars universe.
I was driving a car, and they called me from casting. Nina Gold's casting agency calls me that you should pack your bags and stop your filmmaking ventures. You're going to London for 6 months, or 6 months it was slated to be. And then I just drove home, and then we opened up a champagne and started playing Lego Star Wars with my then girlfriend, now wife. So it's been a ride. It's been a ride.
Everyone just went, oh, that is such a
She's amazing. She's been a part of this as much as anyone else as well, supporting this one.
John remembers Mila from us filming Force Awakens, because we were playing GTA 4 with John and also Destiny. And then when we were chatting on the voice chat, it was I was playing, and then I said, "Mila, where's my omelet?" or something like that.
I realized that this man has an incredible wife. He has an omelette on call. Imagine us getting points online, and he goes, "Mila, where's my omelette?" I'm coming. You living well, bro.
Yeah, living the dream.
Living well. You living the dream.
Well, I have to ask you, John, what goes into perfecting an American accent?
I don't know, just don't use your tongue as much. I mean, especially with the rolling R's. But I went to drama school for a long time. And when we saw Idris Elba say that he was from East London, I never knew it. The whole curriculum in our drama school changed. Myself, Damson Idris, Letitia Wright, we all went to the same place. And that was part of the mandate before going out to the States to audition for roles, is to be able to do both. Yeah.
A lot of the actors actually tell me on these stages that they listen to Eminem. I've heard that so many times. I know.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Process.
Everyone's got their process.
Yeah, we're not going to judge that.
No,
well, one more question for me, though, and I know we want to get to all of these amazing fans here in Liverpool. So if you guys want to line up at your microphone of choice, we'll try to go to all four and get as many questions as we can. But just a quick question for me before we go forward with our fan questions. You know, what I love about Comic-Con is there's all these genres represented. We've got Harry Potter, fantasy, sci-fi, horror, true crime. What genre are you both fans of, aside from sci-fi and Star Wars?
So hard, taking out sci-fi.
For me, it's probably fantasy and then horror. Yeah, those two.
Yeah, I would say fantasy too. Yeah.
You're in the right place.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You're amongst friends. Again, we'll get you that Walking Dead cosplay for next year.
I just want to be a zombie though, just a regular.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just want to be a regular zombie.
That's
it.
very affordable cosplay. You can just rip up some clothes.
And I roll in dirt.
Perfect.
Good.
What an actor.
Thank you.
Oh, such range. Let's go to our fans here. We have someone with a question at microphone number 1 on the right. Hey there.
Hi, my name's Ellie. This is for John. Would you ever do a spin-off of Finn's backstory as like a series, because like he was like an ex stormtrooper, and we didn't really get that much lore around his like backstory. So
it depends. I don't think on that particular platform. I think me and Oscar are very stubborn, and we believe that the bromance must be on the big screen. Yeah, it has to be a movie. And obviously a great script. And I already spoke to Joonas today and said, Joonas, you must join Poe and Finn on their adventures as well. So if I get those combinations, who knows? Thank you, lovely.
Great question, thank you. We'll go to microphone number 2 on the left.
Thank you. Could you describe how you experienced and what you felt on the very first day of shooting and the very last?
My first day was with Harrison Ford. We were filming the scene of us coming in. And were you there when we shot that scene?
No,
Oh, okay.
I wasn't there.
But it was, the whole chest room of the Millennium Falcon was way above the fire hazard limit of people. Like, there were like 60 people crammed in there. And I step in up the ramp to the chest, the living quarters, and everybody's there. And then I hear the boots coming behind me. It's Harrison Ford as Han Solo. And that was the moment that people saw for the first time in 40 years or something. Han and Chewie next to each other. And I remember Larry Kasdan started crying, and the people were emotional. And then Harrison said, "All right, let's shoot this piece of shit." that was my moment.
Wow.
That was my first foray into Star Wars. And my last was with Harrison Ford, when after our first, last shot, every day it was Harrison Ford.
Yeah, because you're chewbacca.
Yeah. I had a field day on episode 7, because every day I got to work with Harrison Ford. That's just amazing. But my last memory from Force Awakens is we finish our last scene, and then JJ said, "That's it, that's a wrap for Joonas," and then everybody clapped a little, and that's a wrap on Harrison, and everybody clapped so much more. And then Harrison comes in for a hug, and we hug, but I have the belt, and the metal boxes on Chewbacca's belt, they're actually they were metal or something, and Harrison sort of hits his face on them, and he's like, and I'm like, "Harrison, are you okay?" Yeah, that's the last memory. But anyway, back to you, John.
Follow that, John. Those are great stories.
Yeah, Harrison wasn't on my first day. But my first day, I remember JJ calling me in the morning, and he said, "Hey," I said, "Hi." He goes, "Do you want to see something cool?" I said, "All right." He got me a car from my hotel, and we went into the desert in Abu Dhabi. And there was a big, obviously, you're out in the desert, there was a big set going around that looks like a small little town. We kept going on these go-karts further out, and there was the real downed TIE Fighter right in front of me, with the smoke raising, the fire going everywhere, and he was just like, "I told you we were in Star Wars." that was a phenomenal moment. And I think my last day was doing some cleanup shots with Kylo Ren. And I remember, but you're gonna love this. I disarmed that man so many times. They were like, "John, you're not good at the lightsaber stuff." So, well, why would you train me that way? But we had an amazing time cleaning up the fight and wrapping in more of an intimate set. So it was brilliant.
Great stories from both of you. Great questions as well. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, mate.
We'll go up to number 3 on the very top right. Hi.
Hi, my name is Jason. I was kind of wondering, like, when you were shooting Force Awakens, when it came to shooting the scenes where you have to give your reactions to what happens to Han Solo, I mean, how do you do that? Like, when it's the most iconic character around, to react to them getting stabbed?
Well, you just started shooting.
Right. Before the shooting came the grief and the realization, and you just,
Nah, Joonas, you started shooting as soon as you saw that guy.
I grieved a little bit.
Yeah.
because yeah, when you act a certain character, you want to become that character and try to, but you're also drawing from your own memories and feelings of loss, and then you try to put the best out there and the realist reaction out there. So that's why it looked the way it did. It's always, JJ always asked us for a version of what do we think in the rehearsal. He would say, give me a version of this, and then you give that version and he says sold, or if he doesn't like it, he'll say, give me another version. So yeah, that's all we try to do, is give him versions to choose from on the editing floor, on the editing table, I mean.
Yeah, new generation stars were given kind of slightly different notes. Obviously, Chewbacca having such profound memories with Han Solo, our experience of him was quite shorter. We were kind of like Gen Z kids going, damn, why would you stab that old man? You know what I mean? It's like the violence of it all scares us. Like JJ always had to remind me and Daisy, remember, you don't really know these guys the way you love and know them in real life, so you have to kind of portray that. So for us, it was just the sheer violence of a son turning on a father in that way, and then the responsibility being on us, you know. So we just played that to a tennis ball.
Well said. Thank you, Jason. Let's go to number 4 on the left.
Hello. So I'm asking both of you this. So I've asked many people as well. If you go to Comic-Con as like someone who's meeting an actor or someone, who would you dress up as?
If I would go to a Comic-Con to meet a certain actor, then who would I meet and what would I dress up as? Is that the question?
Mainly she's asking about cosplay.
Yeah,
Kind of who would you dress up as?
What would you wear?
What's your costume?
My costume, I don't know. I've always wanted to wear like armor, like a knight. So I would choose, like maybe I would go as Sauron from Lord of the Rings, perhaps. That would be cool. I have a 3D printer, so maybe I'll start printing it. I'll see you in a couple of years.
Let's twin up. I'll go with Legolas.
Oh yes.
Why you guys laughing? First of all, I see Orlando Bloom all over this.
Never thought I'd die fighting side by side with an elf.
Good answers. Thank you so much. Let's go to microphone 1 on the right.
Hello there. I'm Alistair. For your roles, you did fantastic jobs. We all can appreciate that, yeah? My main thought is, given the fact that you were coming into such a huge franchise, such a big thing, right up until the day of release and whatnot, did you ever really have that wonder, like, despite what my directors told me, have I actually done the role justice? Are people going to like what I did? Like, how did you get over that kind of mindset?
Sure, it's got to be a lot of pressure. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the thing giving me sort of sleepless nights before going into production. But then once I get rolling, once I get on the floor and do what I do, it involved a lot of going back to the monitors to check for, did that look specific enough? Did that look like Peter Mayhew would do it? And I had those doubts, and I had, but then you just kind of, you give your best, and then you have to forget about it. You've done your best already, and that's what gave me a peace of mind after we finished filming. But there are scenes that I'm not the most happiest about, but that's what happens.
What scenes?
I would have to go back and check, but
okay, it couldn't have been that.
And also, I think it was a bit extraneous to have me carry John Boyega 17 times on screen.
Have you got
my shoulder froze up the next day after I had to carry you like 10 times.
Yeah, and I was lifeless. I put my whole weight on you, maybe. Good day for me, bad day for him.
You can make yourself heavier by going completely. John did that.
I was knocked out, bro.
Yeah. But you acted too well. You should have given me a little.
So method.
He's so method. but I hope I answered the question.
Thank you. Let's go to microphone number 2. Hello, Hellfire Club member.
Yeah, hi. First of all, how are you? And second of all, you know, this big film, Star Wars. What did you nick off the set?
I'm so boring. Nothing. I'm so boring.
Everything. So let's go with the list. So look, I didn't know that at the end of Star Wars, Kathy Kennedy would actually be like, you know, John, you could basically have a lot of this memorabilia. But unfortunately, myself and Oscar had already relieved them of. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
It's less for them to pack.
I saw the way Kylo Ren slashed Finn's back. I didn't know if the second one was possible all the way. So I started my career of nicking in Force Awakens. I got my side rifle. I've got the official Finn gun. I've got the Finn jacket for Force Awakens for The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. I've got parts of the soil in crates, like the red little soil things. I got those. Made a dish of that. I've got Poe Dameron's scarf that he wore in Skywalker around his neck. Carrie Fisher, everybody, they got robbed too. I went in there and took some stuff. Sorry, nah. I had to. And at the end of it, Kathy was just like, yeah, John, here's all this stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, Kathy, I have none of these. I was very charitable with that. But you're a good guy, man. I know.
Did you have a lightsaber?
Girl. That was the first thing I went for. Yeah, definitely have at least 4 lightsaber hits. And a few broken pieces of Kylo Ren's lightsaber, because while we were doing the scene, a few broke off. No one was looking. I said, guys, Adam's saber just broke. Yeah, so my house is definitely a museum.
I was just saying, are you living in a Star Wars museum? Where is all of this stuff?
I mean, my house, yeah. It's all there. I got the suits on the mannequin, all of that, yeah.
I appreciate the honesty. Most people go, oh, I haven't done anything. I didn't stick. You're like, all right, I got this, I got this, I got this.
Yeah, we're out of contract now, might as well be honest, eh?
You deserve it. Let's get a microphone 3 at the top right.
I just want to say, it's such an honour to finally meet some icons of the cast of the prequel trilogy. So my question is, for both of you, what is your favourite Star Wars movie?
Well, out of what? Because we have to break that down. Is it prequels, sequels, originals, or you just mean in general?
Just in general.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Jonas, that's your humble answer. That's your. Yeah. I personally like Rogue One. Yeah. Rogue One was the one Star Wars film that I watched and said, should have been in that one. Could have been away, droid or something I would have been. Yeah, so.
Can we get your thoughts on Andor if you've seen it?
Phenomenal. I only started parts of the episode, but phenomenal. A new, fresh perspective that we never thought about. I think they've had great arcs in it. I think it's really great stuff to see the Star Wars universe expanded in that way, especially for TV and while keeping it interesting. I think it's been brilliant.
Brilliant. Amazing job, totally. Great question. Very controversial question, but great question. We're going to go to microphone 4 at the top left.
Hi, I'm Leah, and I want to know if all of the rumours are true about a new liturgy coming out.
About what? I couldn't hear it. What was
Trilogy.
Trilogy. Oh yes, there has been some talk, but I don't know where it's at right at the moment. I hope I'm one of the fans in this regard. I want new trilogies. I desperately require new trilogies because I forgot to steal stuff.
Makes sense now, yeah.
I heard there's, there's Ray's new, what's it called? What's the title called? The Ray's one.
Did it have a title?
I thought it did. I thought it was online, right? You had the
We're
time?
Googling it, we're trying to find out.
Are you trying to find it? Yeah.
Got an
They did this
encyclopedia
big
right
announcement at Celebration. Daisy came out. That's all I've heard about. We've been members of the public. Of course, I were outside of contract, so we're like basketball players with no team. So we don't really know what the ins and outs are of the corporation. But trust me, guys.
I still play basketball. I have a team. Does that count? No.
But trust me, I'm like the Tom Holland of Star Wars. That's my guy. I will let you know. I'm a snitch.
One of us. We love it. Much appreciated. Let's go to microphone number 1 on the right.
Hey guys, thanks for being here. My favourite Star Wars game is Battlefront 2 2017. John, I know you promoted it at the time, and yeah, I think it's phenomenal. Just wondering what your favourite Star Wars game is. Thank you.
Battlefront 2.
Battlefront 2 might be the one, because I started playing it a couple years ago, and with my 501st Star Wars friend, who also helped me with my car motor, and yeah, we love it. I love it. I love Battlefront 2.
Yeah, the last time I played Battlefront 2 was last week. First of all, I've got loads of credits I can't do anything with. Yeah, you got that too. Yeah. But my most powered character is Boss. If you hear someone that sounds like Finn online on PlayStation, yes, it is me. So yeah, I play all the time, man.
Thank you.
Very cool, thank you. A lot of gamers we've got here today. Microphone number 2 on the left.
Okay, so this question is for John. And I met you earlier today, and you mentioned that your favourite film in the new trilogy was Force Awakens.
Yes, sir.
What made that one so special for you?
Because I think that it was a nostalgia of the time. I think that Star Wars fans had full 100% hope. We were in a celebratory mood because Star Wars had been away for such a long time and was coming back. And I think that this was the one film that just had everything in it. And I think me personally, I think that I played the role in Force Awakens, and as a Star Wars fan, that gave me the ultimate experience. I got to handle a lightsaber, I got to shoot up some stormtroopers, I got to escape, I had to fight a Sith. All of those things that you would want to do in a Star Wars film, I feel like it was so many roles all in one. So definitely Force Awakens, and of course the original cast being present with the new and seeing that kind of handoff of the baton was really cool to me.
Thank you, totally agree. Let's go to microphone 3, top right.
Hiya, my name is Ben, and I have a question for John. How did you go from Attack the Block to Star Wars?
What a leap!
Oh, thank you. It's consistent work, but there was Attack the Block was a genuine hit in America. You see, Americans just never saw aliens landing in the hood in the UK. So they were really surprised by the movie. And during that time, I had an opportunity to go to LA and host a few Attack the Block screenings. And in that time in my life, I got to have kind of general meetings with some real cool producers. One of those producers was a guy called Brian Burke, who worked with J.J. Abrams. Now, as I'm there in the lobby waiting to meet Brian Burke, this has nothing to do with J.J., I hear big explosions and something coming from like an editing room. The door opens, Tom Cruise walks out with J.J. Abrams. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm in LA now, for real. And Tom Cruise walks out, comes straight to me and says, "You're the kid from Attack the Block." And they're like, "Yeah, you Tom Cruise." And he turned to JJ and said, "This kid, you have to get him in something." And that 6-7 years later from then, JJ called my phone and connected the dots. And it just so happened that the casting director that cast me in Attack the Block